Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. It is once again a brand new week here in the world of Call of Duty. That means we got plenty of new updates headed our way over the next few days. It's going to be an interesting week. I'm not expecting anything major in terms of like a big title update or anything like that. It should just be another routine download. You know, you go in, update requires restart, you restart your game, you're good to go from there. You shouldn't have to download, 5, 6, 7 gigs on anything, no copying, no installing. But despite the fact that it's not a major title update, we do have a lot of very interesting things coming up here in the next few days. That of course includes a new playlist update. We also end up getting a second playlist update later on. It's a weird one. So as we go through everything, if you enjoy the video, let me know by dropping a like on it. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe with those noties turned on. But first things first, let's talk about this playlist update. So this goes live on Thursday, August 11th, 10 a.m. Pacific time per usual. And initially, we see the debut of a brand new mode called Titanium Trials Endurance. And this will be featured for just the quads mode. Now, we've already gone in depth on exactly what Titanium Trials is in a separate video. If you want to catch that, feel free to go and check that out. But real quick rundown of this, it's very similar to Iron Trials, hence the name Titanium Trials. It is a little bit more Terminator themed because that's sort of the main event that's happening this week as well, with the whole Titanium on menu event that we'll talk about here in just a moment. But as of right now, Titanium Trials is planned to be 152 players on Caldera. We'll see if that stays true because Champions of Caldera Trios was also supposed to be 152 and it's still stuck at 120. So hopefully that ends up being the case. You're going to have 400 total health in this mode, 300 armor, but only 100 core health. So less core health than a normal battle royale now, but obviously a little bit more armor. Tempered is going to appear more on the ground just because armor is so important in this mode. To start the game and after you return from the gulag, everyone gets a self-revive kit, so there will be a lot of those. There's going to be custom built loot specifically for this mode because obviously the TTK is way higher. There's also going to be those rare redacted weapons that end up having various different weapon perks on them at the same time. Loadouts are going to start the game at the normal cost, but then after each zone comes in, the loadout cost is going to decrease. So that's pretty cool. Later on in the game, the loadouts will be cheaper to buy if you come across a buy station. And then lastly, if you do own the T800 or T1000 Terminator operator skins, you'll get custom infills and then also some specific challenges in this mode as well. Because alongside Titanium Trials, we are going to see an on-menu event. Like I said, we'll get to that in just a moment. But as for the remainder of said playlist updates, alongside Titanium Trials Endurance Quads, we do have standard Battle Royales, solos, duos, and trios on Caldera. So that'll be standard. Here's where things get interesting because technically we have two different playlist updates this week. This initial playlist update that goes live on the 11th comes with the World Series of Warzone Battle Royale Trios Qualifier playlist, which is live from the 12th through the 15th. So that'll be there if you're interested in participating in the World Series of Warzone. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little skeptical about them doing that many open qualifiers because of, the cheaters. So we'll see how that goes. But then anyways, from the 16th to the 17th, then we are going to see Plunder Quads also added back in to round out the week essentially. So just for a short period of time next week, that'll be live just to, fill out the playlist after the qualifiers are over. Then of course on the 18th, we get back to more of a standard playlist update. But then alongside all the Caldera options there, we do have Rebirth Island Resurgence quads, just quads for that this week. Then also for Fortune's Keep, we got Resurgence solos, duos, trios, and quads. So all the squad sizes on Fortune's Keep this week instead of on Rebirth. Sort of seems like they're just going back and forth with that, but definitely a very interesting playlist update to say the least. Now, as mentioned, we have a brand new event starting this week. It'll actually start on the 11th and go all the way through the end of the season, which is on the 24th. This is the Titanium Trials Endurance event, or the Titanium event, if you will, which is going to be an on-menu event basically just themed around Titanium Trials Endurance. Again, we've talked about all these challenges and their specific criteria in a video earlier on, I think it was last week, so feel free to check that out if you want the exact specifics. But there's going to be 8 different challenges on the menu for playing Titanium Trials Endurance. You can earn various different rewards from that, including a brand new animated weapon camo called Liquid Metal. There's going to be a static camo, double battle pass XP token, various stuff like that, some calling cards. On top of that, there's also going to be some secret in-game challenges that you can complete specifically if you are, using the T800 or T1000 operators. And if you end up winning 20 matches in this LTM, which is kind of insane, you'll end up getting the exclusive exclusive Skynet camo as well, which is just a static weapon camo, but it's going to be super rare because 20 wins in 2 weeks during a very spicy LTM, if you will, is definitely no easy feat. A lot of players, myself included, are going to be grinding for that one, so definitely a very cool event to round out Season 4. Now, usually we would jump over to the Trello board to see what exactly is going on there, but first, we gotta go over today's new patch notes. Yes, we got a surprise title update today, the 1.61 title update, which actually included a few fixes and one small weapon adjustment. The first one, they are saying they fixed an issue causing players to encounter dev error 5476, which causes the game's client to crash. Now, that said, on the Trello board, there is a new issue that they're investigating where some players will notice a crash when fetching store info. I was under the assumption that those were the same issue. The fetching online profile was just a different version of the dev error 5476 bug. Apparently, they are different. So if you had the issue where you just constantly were fetching online profile, that has not been fixed. But if you got the specific dev error 5476 bug, that should be fixed now. Hopefully you can play the game. Alongside that, they also fixed an issue where the Blixen's 54-round mag was actually increasing movement speed, so that caught the real nerf this time. And for weapon adjustments, the Blixen's max damage or its close range damage was once again reduced by 1. I still see that being a top tier SMG, just obviously not the clear #1 choice. You'll also notice that this week Champions of Caldera is still 120 players. They said it was supposed to be 150. It seems like the server stability could not handle that, even though 120 player lobbies are super laggy at the start with everyone loading in with their loadouts. So kind of unfortunate there. The mode is still super fun though, so I'm having a good time in that. But yeah, as of right now, those are the only two things listed on the Trello board. Also, sort of in the background, we do have a brand new double XP event that's already been ongoing. This one actually lasts through the 11th. It is double weapon XP and double battle pass XP. So if you're trying to level up some weapons a bit faster, maybe get a jump on your Season 4 battle pass, great time to jump into some games if you can, of course, dev error permitting, and try and knock out some matches there. That being said, that's essentially the entire Trello board there. There is one thing I do want to bring up here momentarily because it was mentioned in the reloaded patch notes that the gas mask bug where you would take damage when the gas hits you even if you had a mask was fixed. Based off of my gameplay in Champions of Caldera, at least with the durable gas mask, that bug is not fixed. I've been taking so much damage to gas despite having a durable mask equipped while playing in this LTM. So hey, if anyone from Raven, Call of Duty Activision is watching this video, just a heads up, that bug is definitely still ongoing and is a very obnoxious thing to run into in game, especially when the zone is always moving in that LTM. It seems like you're constantly trying to rotate in and out of the gas. So that bug is making that a bit more difficult. But yeah, with all that being said, that is effectively everything we can expect for this week's new update dropping in Warzone. That's going to wrap things up for today. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, let me know by dropping a like on it. Would be seriously appreciated. And if you are new to the channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, every single day I got you covered with everything going on in COD. News, updates, loadouts, tips, you name it, you're going to find it right here. So feel free to subscribe. That way you can always guarantee you're up to date. And as always, if you want to check out any of my partners, be sure to use code WhosImmortal for a discount on all Scuff, G Fuel, Gamer Advantage, and Control Freak products, and the links for all those can be found down in the description below. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.